One of my memories of DEPM is my lecturer, my friends who are like Kingsley, Pingy, Vincent, Yuren. They are my group mates throughout my whole poly life. We have been together, have fun, eat together, play together. And my lecturer, Sally Ng, she's one of the most inspirational lecturers that I ever met. She's the one who told me about the biggest failure. It's not about failing, but it's not to try. How have my studies helped me what am I today? Hey, as in events has many different kinds of people, it enables me to open up to people, giving myself the opportunity to learn things of their interests. Events is everything. The best part about events is basically you can be creative in any event situation that you may encounter. What do I like about events industry? Well, the things that I like about events is getting the chance to be quirky in any way, but an opportunity to meet people from all walks of life, but which opens up to a world of excitement and fun in the events industry.
My memories with DEPM is during my third year where me and my group mates actually engaged with Shell to help them build up a heritage center that lasts about 8 months. And me and my group mates actually went through a long period of teachings, and we finally reached it, and we get to do on these projects from all the way from planning, implementing, and finally see the end product of it, and that is the biggest achievement that we find. I think the DEPM trained me very well in terms of preparing me for different presentations, and we have a lot of opportunity to work on the ground. This has given me a lot of opportunity to learn how to react with different situations, especially train me to be very versatile, trying to do as many things as I can. At the same time, it helps me when I have my presentation in university that I'm not able to speak more confidently than I used to be before. I think event industry is very interesting, that you have different challenges, that every time you organize a single event, it will never be the same. It's always different kind of situations, different kind of emergency situations that might arise, or even kind of accidents, but this is where you'll have different experience and different learning opportunities out of it.
Most of my experience in DEPM are actually with my lecturers and my classmates, as most of the time we actually spent had a lot of fun during our class activities, during our projects, and during our presentations. And of course, we also had a lot of field trips, both locally and internationally. Locally, we have actually taken part in events that actually broaden our experience just by being the participants and the audience. And we also went to Hong Kong to visit Disneyland, and of course Ocean Park to find out more about how they run their Halloween events, to bustle and liven up the park. And of course, the other memories that I had with my classmate was during our first year project during the Community Life Art program at Cut. At this point of time, we were actually thrown into a project to organize an event and present it to real stakeholders. And then we had the opportunity to execute it to the residents at Cut. Everybody had a great time. That's when we learned that teamwork, bonding, and also having an open mind and have your creative juices flowing is very important. That's my experience. The entire DEPM course is a very robust course, not just having in-class experience, but we also have out-of-the-class experience. Of course, that includes internships. And from all those experiences, I've picked out a few important points that I hope I can share with you. And the first one being that communication with your client, with anybody you are talking to, is very important, because you have to know what the person wants, what the person needs. And at the same time, you have to have an open mind to be able to understand what the person's needs are. And when you get back to the drawing board, you have to think out of the box, out of the budget, out of the space constraints, and you have to be very realistic with your plans. And of course, once all that is done, when you are doing your presentation, you have to deliver it and convince your client not just visually, but also verbally. What I like about the events industry, it's fun, it's lively, it's ever-changing, and you get to meet a lot of people. Be them your sports event, your corporate events, or your private events, every event has a life of its own. So that's why we always say, your event plan changes the moment your event starts. Beyond all that technicalities, remember, at the end of the day, it's the event experience that counts.
What fills my memories in DEPM? During my 3 years in the course, my lecturers were always the one that supported me and showed me the ropes to everything. They encouraged us to try our best no matter what problems we may encounter. I had a group of friends which we went through hardships together. We went through projects, we went through tight deadlines, and eventually we still made it, and we had so much fun because we supported and encouraged each other. And the study trip that we had for lecturers and both students was another thing that brought us much closer together. And I will never forget this family of DP. The course of DEPM really helped me a lot because it was the foundation that helped me progress throughout. And now that I'm in university, it has really helped me a lot in terms of communication, and the presentations that we made really helped me to be more confident in my speaking, especially during universities where we had presentations. And also, it trained me, the events that I participated in really trained me to think on my feet. Because in events, it's a one-way ticket and you have to solve problems on the spot in order for the event to be a successful one. So this really helped me a lot after I graduated from DEPM. What I really like about the events industry is that it's very intense and challenging. Every time the event is running, everything is on you, and the success of the event depends on you. You have to make decisions, you have to be daring, because all these will lead to the success and the enjoyment of the participants. But all this is worth it at the end of the day, because when you see the smiles on the participants' faces, you feel a sense of satisfaction and you feel like you have achieved something. So there's a great sense of achievement that it's really indescribable, and no one can actually feel this sense of achievement and satisfaction unless you're really in it and you're participating in the events. So I'm very glad that I'm part of this events industry.
People makes the best memories in my DEPM journey. Lecturers and friends, they're always there for me, even now. One of the most impactful site visits was to Resort World Sentosa. It was a rare opportunity for me to be further exposed to the event industry. This was also one of the reasons why I was interested to have a career with Resort World Sentosa, and I'm fortunate enough to be awarded a scholarship with them. Communication skills, people skills, organizational skills, and so on. They're important in our daily life. Being in DEPM, it has not only taught me all that, it has allowed me to understand events in depth, from conceptualization to implementation. Furthermore, it has honed my time management skills and also built my confidence in many areas. This has helped me tremendously to be where I am now.
In 2012, I participated in the wedding dress contest, which was organized by the National Museum in conjunction with Li Hua Jewelry. For this contest, we were required to describe our dream wedding in 140 characters through Twitter. And I did some research and looked at all the entries the contestants were giving, and I found out and I realized that maybe the judges were looking for something different, so I wrote a poem during one of our tutorials in class to describe my dream wedding. My course, Integrated Events and Project Management, actually teaches us this module called Special Events and Project Management. So my lecturer, Ms. Rajas, she actually introduced this contest to us, which shows this contest being marketed through Twitter. So through this contest, I learned how events use social media to market their events. So through this contest, I won a $3,000 diamond necklace by Forever Mark Jewelry from Li Hua. And this is the necklace with the Forever Mark jewelry. They say it costs $3,000.
I'm in charge.
I'm in charge.
I'm in charge.
Making every moment an event. Making every moment an event.
Making every moment
An event!